A journey begins with a breath, a smile, and the courage to embrace who we are. Welcome back, beautiful souls. Thank you for being here with me today. If you haven't already, I invite you to subscribe, like, and share this video. Because today, we're honoring something truly powerful. You. This video is a gentle pause in a busy world. It's a moment to breathe deeply, to sit with yourself, and to remember just how far you've come. So often we move through life taking care of everyone else, nurturing, supporting, giving our time, our energy, our love. But today, this space is yours. You are not here by accident. You are here because your story matters, because your presence matters, because your beauty, yes, your beauty is timeless. This video is a tribute, a celebration, a reminder, a tribute to the strength that carried you through life's storms, to the wisdom that only years can teach, to the light that shines brighter, not in spite of age, but because of it. Today, we celebrate the beauty of women over 60, not as something lost or fading, but as something evolving, deepening, and glowing from within. If you've ever looked in the mirror and questioned your reflection, if you've ever felt invisible in a world that worships youth, then I want you to know you are not alone. And you are more radiant now than you have ever been. This is your moment to reflect, to appreciate, to stand tall in your truth. Because every year you've lived has added a new layer to your soul. And every wrinkle, every silver strand, every quiet strength is proof that you are beautiful beyond measure. So as we begin this journey together, I invite you to let go of comparison, let go of doubt, and open your heart to the idea that beauty has no age limit. You are not past your prime. You are in the prime of your power. Welcome to this celebration of beauty, confidence, and self-love. I'm so glad you're here. Beauty isn't what the world tells us to be. It's who we already are, when we stop trying to be anything else. For so long, we were told what beauty should look like. Smooth skin, shiny hair, youthful features, tiny waists, flawless perfection wrapped in an impossible standard. We saw it in magazines, on TV screens, in ads that whispered, if you just try harder, you'll be beautiful too. But what they never told us is this: beauty isn't something you chase. It's something you uncover. It doesn't fade with time. It simply transforms. Because beauty isn't about being 20. It's about being true. As women over 60, we've lived through decades of expectations. We've seen trends come and go. We've felt the pressure to stay young, stay small, stay quiet. But we've also learned something powerful. Real beauty begins the moment we stop asking for permission to be ourselves. True beauty is the warmth in your smile. It's the way you carry yourself when no one is watching. It's the wisdom in your eyes, the kindness in your voice, the softness that comes from strength. It's not about turning back the clock. It's about owning every single year with pride. Because beauty isn't just on the surface. It's in the way you show up, the way you speak your truth, the way you love without fear and lead with grace. We're not here to fit into someone else's mold. We're here to break it, to redefine what beauty means, on our own terms. So let's rewrite the definition. Let's say beauty is resilience. Beauty is joy. Beauty is laughter lines and lived-in skin. Beauty is being fully, unapologetically you. You don't need to erase time. You need to embrace it. Because you, right now, in this moment, are beautiful. Not because someone else says so, but because you've earned every inch of who you are. Let the world adjust its lens. Let them see what real beauty looks like. It looks like you. Aging is not losing youth. It's gaining truth. Somewhere along the way, we were taught that aging is something to fear. That every birthday is a step away from beauty, from relevance, from worth. But here's the truth. No one tells us loud enough. Aging is not a loss. It's a gift. With age comes something no cream or product can offer. Clarity, freedom, time. Time to reflect, to breathe, to choose what really matters. Time to stop rushing toward who we think we should be and start embracing who we already are. Freedom to say no without guilt, to walk away from things that drain us, to speak our truth without needing to explain. In our younger years, we often lived for others, trying to please, to perform, to prove. But now, in this sacred season of life, we get to live for ourselves. We begin to see life not as a race, but as a journey. Not about perfection, but about presence. There's a calm that comes with age, a quiet knowing. We've loved, we've lost, we've tried, we've failed, and through it all, we've grown. Each year we've lived has taught us something. How to be patient, how to forgive, how to start over, how to hold on, and how to let go. These lessons, this wisdom, they don't come in our 20s. They come from living, from walking through the fire and still choosing to shine. The world may try to tell us that aging is decline, but we know better. Aging is evolution, a deepening, a rising into the most authentic, grounded, powerful version of ourselves. You have earned your peace. You have earned your perspective. You have earned the right to slow down and still shine just as bright. So let's stop apologizing for our age. Let's start celebrating it. Every year is a badge of honor. Every line is a story. And every moment is a chance to live fully, boldly, and freely. Because we no longer have anything to prove. Aging is not the end. It's the beginning of living on your own terms. And that is the greatest gift of all. Our skin is not flawed. It's a canvas painted by life. Take a moment. Look in the mirror. Not with judgment, but with love. What do you see? A line near your eyes from years of laughter. A silver strand that caught the sunlight just right. A scar that reminds you of what you've overcome. These aren't imperfections. They are proof. Proof that you've lived. That you've felt deeply. That you've walked through life with your heart wide open. Every wrinkle is a memory of 1,000 smiles, of long conversations that stretched into the night, of moments that made you laugh until you cried. Every grey hair is a crown, a symbol of wisdom, of strength, of survival. You didn't just grow older, you grew braver, kinder, wiser, and every scar, seen or unseen, is a reminder that you healed, that you kept going, that even in the hardest moments, you never gave up on yourself. We live in a world that tries to erase these stories, that tells us to cover them up smooth them out, pretend they were never there. But why would we erase the very things that make us whole? Your body is not something to hide. It's a living, breathing biography. A book filled with chapters of love, loss, growth, and grace. You carried children. You held hands. You wiped tears. You created. You comforted. You endured. Your body has been a home, not just for you, but for others. And it deserves to be honored, not hidden. Let's stop chasing youth as if it holds the only kind of beauty. Let's celebrate the years that gave us depth. Let's wear our lines like poetry. Let's see our stretch marks and smile lines, not as flaws, but as art. Because when you really look closely, you'll see it. You are a masterpiece in motion, a walking story of love, resilience, and radiance. Every line tells a story, and every story is beautiful. Beauty may turn heads, but confidence turns hearts. There is something unmistakable about a woman who walks into a room knowing exactly who she is. She doesn't need to speak loudly. She doesn't need to dress to impress. She simply is, and that is enough. That, dear soul, is the power of confidence. Not the kind that's loud or flashy, but the quiet kind. The kind that settles into your bones over time, that grows with every lesson learned, every challenge faced, every boundary set. In our younger years, we often tried to be enough. We measured our worth in compliments, in attention, in validation from the outside. But with age, something shifts, something liberating. We stop asking for permission to be ourselves and start giving it to ourselves. Confidence is not about being perfect. It's about being real. It's about standing tall in your truth, wearing your experience with pride, and knowing you bring value just by showing up as you. It's in the way you laugh without holding back, the way you speak with clarity and calm, the way you walk into a space and take up room, not with noise but with presence. And the beauty of it only grows stronger with time. Because the more you live, the more you realize. You don't have to prove anything to anyone. You are already enough. Confidence becomes your favorite accessory, more radiant than any highlighter, more elegant than any necklace. It's the glow that can't be bought, only earned. It comes from the choices you've made, from showing up on hard days, from trusting yourself when no one else could see the path, from surviving heartbreaks and disappointments, and still opening your heart again. You have become a woman who knows her worth, and that, above all, is breathtaking. So the next time you wonder what makes you glow, know this: it's not your makeup, it's not your outfit, it's the light inside of you, the one that shines brighter with every year, the one that whispers, I am here, I am whole, and I am proud of who I've become. Confidence is the true glow. And darling, you wear it beautifully. You don't need to become someone else to be worthy. You just need to come home to yourself. For so many years, we were told to look outside ourselves for worth. We searched for approval in mirrors, in compliments, in the eyes of others. We learned to ask, am I enough? And we waited for the world to answer. But somewhere along the journey, after the tears, the triumphs, the quiet moments alone with our thoughts, we discovered something life-changing. The only approval we truly need is our own. Self-love doesn't arrive all at once. It isn't a sudden glowing moment. It's a slow, sacred unfolding. It's learning to speak gently to the woman in the mirror. It's forgiving ourselves for the times we didn't know better, for the choices we made, for the moments we lost ourselves trying to be someone we're not. It's learning to say, I am enough, not because someone else says so, but because we've lived enough, hurt enough, healed enough to finally believe it. We stop picking ourselves apart. We stop trying to hide what makes us human. The soft belly, the tired eyes, the laugh lines. We stop calling them flaws and start calling them truth, because these so-called imperfections, they are our humanity, they are our history, they are the very things that make us real, relatable, radiant. When we finally accept ourselves, not in spite of our scars, but because of them, we step into a kind of love that no one can take away. A love that doesn't shrink to fit in. A love that stands tall and says, this is who I am, and I don't have to apologize for her. Self-love means showing up for yourself on the days you feel powerful and on the days you don't. It means being your own source of comfort, your own cheerleader, your own safe place. And the older we get, the more we realize we don't need to earn love. We are love. So here's to the kind of self-love that doesn't wait for permission. Here's to embracing every inch of who you are, with grace, with compassion, with no apologies, because you, exactly as you are worthy of all the love in the world, especially your own. True beauty doesn't ask for attention. It simply enters the room and changes the air. There is a kind of beauty that cannot be captured by a camera. It's not about angles or lighting, not about makeup or fashion. It's something deeper, something felt, not seen. It's presence. That quiet, unshakable energy that surrounds a woman who knows who she is. She doesn't need to announce herself. She doesn't need to prove anything. She simply is. And that's more than enough. Presence is power. It's in the way you walk, shoulders back, head held high, grounded in your truth. It's in the way you speak, with warmth, with wisdom, with intention. It's in the way you listen, not just with your ears, but with your heart. And oh, it's in your smile, the kind of smile that doesn't just light up your face, but brightens the space around you. The kind of smile that says, I am here, fully, fiercely, without apology. With age comes a sacred stillness, a presence that can't be rushed, because you've seen enough to stop pretending, felt enough to stop performing, lived enough to simply be. That's what makes you radiant. Not youth, not perfection, but presence. When you walk into a room with grace, when you pause before you speak, when you look someone in the eye and truly connect, you embody a beauty that no filter can replicate. It's the kind of beauty that lingers, that's remembered, that's felt, and it all begins with mindfulness, with being here. Not lost in the past, not worried about the future, but rooted in the now. Because when you are truly present, you shine in a way that cannot be ignored. So take a breath, feel your feet on the ground, lift your chin, soften your shoulders, and know this: your presence is your power, your energy is your beauty. And the world feels different because you're in it. There is nothing louder, nothing stronger. than the quiet confidence of a woman who lives fully in each moment. That, dear one, is the true glow. A photograph doesn't capture perfection. It captures presence, power, and the poetry of a life well lived. There is something sacred about standing in front of a camera, not to pose, not to impress, but to simply be seen. Too often we shy away from the lens. We say, not today, not like this. Maybe when I lose the weight, maybe when I look younger. But what if today, exactly as you are, is worth remembering? Because photography is not about capturing a flawless image. It's about honoring a moment, a season, a chapter in your beautiful unfolding story. When you allow yourself to be photographed, you are saying, I matter. This moment matters. Who I am right now matters. Each photo is more than a picture. It's a mirror, a reflection of strength, softness, resilience, and radiance. It tells a story your words cannot always express. It holds the light in your eyes, the warmth in your smile, the journey etched softly into the lines of your face. And when you look at that photo, truly look, you begin to see yourself the way the world sees you, not as someone past her prime, but as someone in her power. There is nothing more beautiful than a woman who allows herself to be witnessed, not hiding, not shrinking, but showing up, fully and fearlessly. Let every photo you take be a celebration, not a critique. A celebration of the life you've lived, of the woman you've become, of the beauty that deepens year after year. You don't need to wait for a special occasion. This is the occasion. Your presence, your becoming, your now. So put on the outfit that makes you feel alive. Stand in the light, lift your chin, and let the camera capture the masterpiece that is you. Because photography isn't about vanity. It's about visibility. It's about saying to yourself and the world, I am here, I am worthy, and I am proud of who I am. Take the picture, frame the moment, celebrate your beauty just as it is. The story isn't over. In fact, the most powerful chapters may still be waiting to be written. There's a myth we've been told, quietly, repeatedly, almost invisibly, that after a certain age, life slows down, that dreams expire, that adventure fades. But let me tell you something beautiful. Life doesn't end at 60. It begins again and again and again. Because every morning you wake up, you're offered something precious. Another chance to explore, to create, to fall in love with yourself, your passions, your purpose, all over again. You are not too old. You are just getting started. There are still places to go, ideas to bring to life, people to meet, and dreams to pursue. And the best part? Now you get to do it all on your terms. Gone is the need to please everyone else. Gone is the pressure to fit into someone else's plan. Now is the time for you to pick up that paintbrush you set down years ago, to take that trip that once felt out of reach, to write the story, start the business, plant the garden, dance in the kitchen. Curiosity didn't come with an expiration date. Wonder didn't walk away when the candles on the cake multiplied. In fact, the older we grow, the more equipped we are to embrace life fully, with fewer doubts, with deeper wisdom, with open hearts. It's not too late to reinvent. It's not too late to begin again. Because age isn't a closing chapter. It's a turning point. And the path ahead. It's not narrow. It's wide. Full of sunlight, surprises, and second winds. So dream boldly. Plan freely. Live curiously. This chapter of life is not about slowing down. It's about stepping into your light. With purpose. With power. With possibility. You are not running out of time. You are stepping into the richest time of all. The future is still yours. And it's waiting with open arms. So go meet it. And don't look back. You don't need to change to be worthy. You only need to remember who you already are. Take a deep breath. Let this moment settle into your heart. Because before you go, there's something I want you to carry with you. Something simple. Something sacred. You are enough. Not because of what you do. Not because of how you look. Not because of the roles you've played, the sacrifices you've made, or the milestones you've reached. But because you exist. Because you've loved. Because you've lived. You are enough when you wake up without makeup. You are enough when you feel unsure or tired or quiet. You are enough when you're alone, when you're healing, when you're still becoming. There is nothing missing in you. There is nothing to prove. There is only everything to embrace. So, look at your reflection today. Really look. And instead of picking apart what you see, offer yourself the kindness you so freely give to others. Say it out loud if you need to. I am enough. I am worthy. I am proud of the woman I've become. Because you've walked through so much. You've grown through so much. And you are still here, glowing, growing, and inspiring others just by being you. Own your story. Celebrate your softness, your scars, your strength. You didn't arrive here by accident. You've earned every step of this journey. And if this message touched something in you, I invite you to pass it on. Share this video with someone who needs a reminder. Leave a comment and tell me one thing you love about yourself today. And if you haven't already, subscribe and join this growing community of radiant, wise, beautiful souls. We are rewriting the narrative together. We are showing the world that beauty, confidence, and purpose don't fade with age. They blossom. So here's to you, to the woman you've been, to the woman you are, and to the woman you are still becoming. Never forget, you are enough, exactly as you are. And the world is brighter because you're in it.